This is Oscar Romeo 4 India Sierra Sierra. This is Oscar Romeo 4 India Sierra. I have you loud and clear. The most important skill, I think, is to be a reliable person, a sense of responsibility, because we are here on a mission and that the whole world is trusting us. So I think this is the most important is in terms of character. You must be someone who can be depended upon. Over. So first, of course, you have to take good care of your body. Astronauts have to be in good shape. So respect your body, check what you eat, and exercise. That's the basic. Then you must also go to university. You have to develop a good knowledge of a field that you love. And for that you have to become a very well-respected professional in any field that you choose. But you have to pick something that you can be very good at. And third, most important, you have to practice making decisions and sticking with them and being responsible for your own actions, because this is the most important aspect of the job. Over. A lot of effects. Every part of our system is affected by being in space, because we have evolved on Earth over millions of years with the effects of gravity. Here, it's a little bit like accelerated aging. Your bones, your muscles, your brain, your immune system, your cardiovascular system, everything gets affected in a bad way. And so this is a big part of the research we do on board to find ways to make astronauts live better. This is very variable among different astronauts. For me, I think it took about a month to be fully adapted, so that I could think clearly, I could move easily, you have to learn to fly, I would not get lost, and I would be able to do my job efficiently. Over. Typical day on ISS, just like a typical day on Earth. We wake up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we have breakfast, and then we have a meeting on the radio with Houston Control Center and Moscow Control Centers and all the control centers around the world. Then we have a day of work, maybe 10 hours of work. We stop for lunch. We exercise about 2 hours every day to keep our bodies strong. In the evening, we have another conference with the planners to discuss what happened today and what will happen tomorrow. And then we go to bed and have a good night's sleep to recharge our batteries for the next day. Over. It's pretty difficult, actually, I found, to keep yourself in good shape. You have to exercise a lot every day so that you are strong. So that's a very important part of the routine. And another aspect which is difficult is to not lose anything, because every object wants to fly away if you are not paying attention. Over. What would be amazing is if I could invite my friends to come and visit me for the weekend. Over. I don't try to forget about them. I try to remind myself of my family and my friends as much as I can. When I look at the earth, I look for areas where I know that some of my friends or family are living, so I try to keep a good contact with them as much as possible. Over. You can see the moon very easily. Of course, you can see the sun. You can see other sunlight, but they're very small, just that little dots. You can see the sky, sky of the night, the planets and the stars. They look a bit different. They don't twinkle. And if you took a really, really good camera, you can even see airplanes flying way below us. Over. No, I've not seen a black hole. And I think if I saw one, I would not be here to tell you, because I would have been sucked into the black hole. So luckily, I've never seen one. Over. So the day and night of Earth is easy. You look outside the window. During the day, it's very bright and you can see the ground. During the night, it's completely black outside. But inside ISS, if you're not looking at outside a window, it's very abstract. You just know from looking at your watch what time it is, because we live on an arbitrary time. We live on Greenwich Mean Time, the same time as in London, halfway between Houston and Moscow. So we know the time inside just by looking at our watch. Over. We have a little clinic, a little medical kit. We have some antibiotics. We have some things to repair wounds, for example. But mostly we just try to be very, very careful with our health to make sure we do not fall sick, because it's, as you can imagine, difficult to heal here. Over. Some of the big dangers we face is to be hit by a shooting star, hit by a meteorite, because that would make a big hole in the station and we would lose our air. Another danger, of course, is a fire on board, because you cannot leave. You cannot go outside if there's a fire. So that's something we're really trained for to fight. And another danger is if there's something polluting the atmosphere inside, like a toxic chemical, because then we cannot open the windows, of course. So that would be bad for us. These are the three biggest dangers. Over. We have very high technology machines to recycle our water and recycle our air. So we have constantly new water, fresh water, new air, fresh air from the old water and the old air that we used yesterday. For example, we recycle our urine, and our urine becomes the water we drink. Over. The ISS is an electrical space station. We have giant solar panels, and that's where we get our energy from. Over. ISS experiments are mainly about medical science, the effect of space on the human body. There's also some experiments on material science and also some astrophysics. Over. There's a very exciting experiment that's outside the space station that looks at dark matter. So that's an astrophysics experiment. There is also, to me, very interesting, all the medical experiments, because I am a doctor. So for me, these are the most interesting. Over.